My name is Eleanor Griffith. I am the owner and founder of Gray Genetics and the host of the Patient Stories podcast. I was drawn to the field of genetic counseling because I knew that I really like to work with people one-on-one, and the patient-centered values of the field really resonated with me. In healthcare today, it's just not that common that a healthcare provider gets to sit and speak with a patient for even 20 minutes, much less an hour. In genetic counseling, we really have the luxury of time of getting to sit with a patient, hear where they're coming from, and really understand what their questions are and respond to their questions really pretty thoroughly. To give you a little bit of information about my background in genetic counseling, I graduated with a master's in human genetics from Sarah Lawrence College in 2011. Then I worked initially in an OBGYN clinic at a public hospital in Newark, New Jersey. After that, I worked at Weill Cornell Medical Center in New York, focusing on GI cancer counseling. One thing that I find really gratifying in genetic counseling, whether it's prenatal, cancer, or entirely different area of genetics, is often I find that patients think that their risks are higher than they really are. So sometimes people put off going to a genetic counseling appointment, thinking that they're going to get terrible news, but often that information actually is reassuring. And even those times, which there are plenty of times when the risks really are high, sometimes for a patient, just having a better idea of what they're dealing with and getting a clear explanation for the first time makes a huge difference. I find that patients are also sometimes surprised to learn that they have options, plural, and that not only am I going to tell them what those options are, but I'm going to help them think through those options. My time at Cornell really made me interested in a broader public health approach to genetics and in really making sure that all patients had access to high quality genetic testing, not just those patients who were lucky enough to make it to Cornell. And that led me to working for Myriad Genetics, which was the first company to offer commercial testing of the BRCA genes. At Myriad Genetics, I worked with surgeons and oncologists in the New York City area, helping them understand which patients were most appropriate for genetic testing and why, how that information could impact their conversations with patients about the options that would make most sense for them in terms of their medical management, and talking with physicians about results, especially positive results that might be new or different for them, as genetics is just always changing, and physicians really have that challenge of trying to keep up with their own specialty, but also figure out how genetics fits into that. As much as I liked working with physicians, I did miss direct patient care, and I love that Gray Genetics allows me to do both.